Jake's standing in a convenience store at 7:48 in the morning. He has a $5 bill in his hand and an energy drink sweating in the other. The energy drink costs $4.79. Jake buys one almost every morning. It is not a big decision. It barely registers as a decision at all. It is just what he does. And today is going to be exactly like every other day. Except that today, Jake does something different. Today, Jake puts the energy drink back, walks to the register, and instead of spending $4.79, he transfers $5 to his investment account. It takes 11 seconds on his phone, and Jake does not feel anything remarkable about it, because $5 feels like nothing. And that is exactly the point, because $5 a day, invested at the average market return, is not nothing. $5 a day is the decision that separates two completely different financial lives. And today I'm going to show you exactly what those two lives look like, year by year, from 22 to 65. This is your life if you invest $5 a day. Age 22, Jake starts investing $5 every single day, $150 a month into a total market index fund. His friend Marcus spends the same $5 every day on energy drinks, coffee, small purchases that feel insignificant. At 22, the difference between them is invisible. Jake has invested $550. Marcus has $550 worth of memories of things he consumed and forgot. The gap is so small that if you told Marcus about it, he would shrug, and he would be right to shrug. At 22, $50 does not feel like the beginning of anything. Age 25, Jake has been investing for 3 years. His account balance is $6,400. $5,400 of that is money he put in himself. $1,000 is growth, money that appeared without Jake working for it. Marcus has 3 years of energy drink memories. Jake has $6,400. The gap is visible now, but still not dramatic. Marcus could close it easily if he started today. Most people in Marcus's position tell themselves they will start soon. Age 30, Jake is 30 years old. His investment account has crossed $32,000. He has contributed $27,000 himself. The market has added $5,000 in growth. Marcus has 30 years of small daily purchases and a growing sense that he should probably start investing. But the moment never feels quite right, because there is always something more pressing, always something the $5 needs to do today. Jake has $32,000. Marcus has intention. Age 35. Something starts to happen to Jake's account that changes everything. Compound interest begins to accelerate. The growth that was adding hundreds of dollars per year is now adding thousands. His account crosses $70,000. He contributed $45,000 himself. The market has added $25,000 in growth. $25,000 that Jake never worked for, never earned, never sacrificed anything for. That appeared. Because money invested at market returns for 13 years starts to generate its own momentum. Marcus is 35. He has finally started investing. $200 a month. He is doing the right thing, but he is 13 years behind Jake, and those 13 years are worth more than Marcus understands yet. Age 40, Jake's account crosses $130,000. He has contributed $60,000 over 18 years. The market has added $70,000 in growth. For the first time in his life, the market has added more to Jake's account than Jake himself has contributed. The investments are now generating more than the investor. Marcus has been investing for 5 years. His account has $41,000. He is building something real. But the gap between him and Jake, that started with one $5 energy drink decision at 22, is now $89,000 and growing faster every single year, because Jake's larger account generates larger returns, which generate larger returns, which generate larger returns. Age 50, Jake's account crosses $350,000. He contributed $90,000 over 28 years. The market added $260,000 in growth, almost 3 times what Jake ever put in. Marcus has been investing for 15 years. His account has $190,000. Marcus is doing well, significantly better than most Americans his age. But the gap between him and Jake, the gap that started with a $5 energy drink in a convenience store at 7:48 in the morning, is now $160,000. $160,000 from $5 a day. Age 65, Jake reaches retirement age. His investment account shows $840,000. He invested $157,000 over 43 years. The market added $683,000 in growth. $683,000 that Jake never worked for, never sacrificed for, that grew from the simple decision to transfer $5 to an investment account instead of buying an energy drink. Marcus reaches 65 with $390,000, a genuinely impressive number, significantly more than most Americans retire with, but $450,000 less than Jake. $450,000 from $5 a day, the price of one energy drink, every morning for 43 years. Here's what I want you to understand about this story. This is not a story about energy drinks. Jake still buys energy drinks sometimes. This is not a story about sacrifice or deprivation. Jake did not live a worse life because he invested $5 a day. This is a story about the decisions that are too small to notice. The $5 decisions, the ones that do not feel like decisions at all, that are quietly determining the shape of your entire financial future. While you think about something else, here's what happened when you understand compound interest at a genuine level. Not intellectually, not as a concept in a financial article, but really understand it. In your body. In the way that changes behavior, you start to see every small daily purchase differently. Not with guilt, not with deprivation, but with clarity. You understand that you are not choosing between an energy drink and deprivation. You are choosing between an energy drink and $450,000. And that choice, made with full understanding of what it actually is, looks completely different. $5 a day, $150 a month, invested at average market returns, from 22 to 65, becomes $840,000. The energy drink costs $4.79. The alternative costs nothing and becomes $840,000. Jake sat it down in that convenience store at 7:48 in the morning and did not feel anything remarkable about it. 43 years later, he understood exactly what he had picked up instead. You have been decoded. If this video made $5 feel different than it did 5 minutes ago, subscribe to Money Decoder 3004. Every single week, we decode the small financial decisions that shape every American's entire financial future. Simply, honestly, and clearly. Drop a comment below. What is the $5 decision in your life right now? Coffee, energy drinks, something else? Tell me below. I read every single comment, and I will see you in the next decode.